Right or wrong?
Mama, I knew about the knife too. Cause no, my little brother, he was doing. After I shut it down, he picked it up.
They try to blame it all on you. I told you hang with the wrong crew. Told you. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. You wasn't supposed to sign no paper. Did you read that paper?
Don't be well, I got a pitch, bro.
All right.
A teen who was just a 12-year-old when he shot and killed a homeless man. Today, this teen pleaded guilty. Now 14 years old, he could spend up to 40 years of his life in prison.
Townsend admitted to 54-year-old Thomas Trent on this day 2 years ago. Trent was homeless.
Townsend admits to Thomas Trent 2 years ago. Surveillance video from a nearby business shows Townsend and another teen running from the scene. That teen was a witness to the crime and wasn't charged.
Hey, Sharon. I'm Detective Simpson, and this is my partner, Detective Beasley. You came down with your moms? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, how old are you, Sharon?
12.
12? What school you go to?
DuPont.
DuPont. So you're in middle school?
I'm going to 8th.
8th grade? Okay. Where are you staying at right now with your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that Nekia Pollard? Nekia? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Nekia Pollard. And do you know your address there?
Yes.
Is that it?
No.
Yeah. Down in Sherwood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know your mom's phone number?
4223.
4223. Okay, do you have a cell phone?
I lost mine
Okay. How long ago did you lose it?
for like a month. Then she said she wasn't getting no new one because that was my second phone.
Oh, yeah, so you messed up 2 of them, huh? All right, so you're 12. When do you turn 13?
October 8th.
All right. So it's S-H-A-R-O-N.
2 hours.
2 R's, okay. S-H-A-R-R-O-N, my bad. Townsend. And it's October 8th of what year?
2001.
Wow. 2001. Good gracious. Alright. Sharon, we brought you down today, and I'm assuming, did you ride down with the detectives, or did you and your mom ride down in a separate car?
With the detectives.
Detectives, okay. we brought you down to talk about some stuff that's been going on, and I'll go through it all with you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm not going to lead you in the dark and make you not understand what I'm talking about, okay? But based on the fact that you're 12, if you don't understand what I'm saying, tell me to stop. You don't understand. If I'm talking over your head, do you know what that means? Then you tell me to stop, okay? Yes? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I appreciate it. And I know you're quiet, so I don't want to mistake what you say, okay? Is that cool? Alright, we got to go over something here. Place you're at is a police memorial building. Today is 07/30 of 2014, July 30th. And right now is, what is that, 7:40? 1940 hours is 7:40. Sharon, how far, you made it through the 8th grade, or is your 8th grade year?
It's my 8th grade year.
So you made it through 7th grade?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, made it through 7th grade. Do you read okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you write okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so you can write me an essay on how to stay out of trouble? Okay. Alright. And this is not meant to offend you. Have you had any drugs today? Smoked any weed? Your mama don't let you do that at home, does she? She ain't
No.
playing. She ain't playing now, huh? Okay. So no drugs. How about alcohol? Have you been smoking or
I don't drink.
drink any beer or slipped any beer out your daddy's refrigerator or anything? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna come over here if you don't mind, because I want you to be able to tell me. Read this top line for me if you could.
You have the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Constitution. Okay, and I'm going to read you the rest, and you tell me if you understand or if you don't understand, okay? You understand? Okay. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Do you understand what that says?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you know what that says?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer. Do you understand that? Okay. If you understand what I just read to you, that's my chicken scratch and that's my ID number. If you understand that, all you're doing is writing your name there to say that you understand what's written to you, okay? Your mom just had some surgery on her mouth? Oof.
She got get it. She got toothache in the back.
Okay, so you had a toothache. Ooh, I hate toothaches. Hate them, hate them. Alright. So let me get to the bottom of all this. On Facebook, tell me the name you go by.
Sharon. They call me Sharon.
Everybody calls you Sharon. Okay, what else? What else? What else your, and I don't know how to say it right because I don't have a Facebook, but I've started to learn a little bit about it. Clearly not enough, but what is your name on Facebook?
Tommy.
Tommy, and that's Townsend. So it looks something like this. Yeah, okay. And you're shaking your head, yes, that means that's it. Okay, so it says, and I don't know how you put this, but it's just Tommy Townsend, your same last name. Right?
You know what? It'd be better if you sit over here close.
Chinese fire drill. Alright, you might be too young for that. You know what Chinese fire drill is? Chinese fire drill is kind of like this. You remember when you was a little kid and everybody got around the table and they said, like duck, duck, goose, somebody ran around the table? That's kind of like Chinese fire drill. Everybody gets up and changes spots. But I'm not going to get up. You just get up. Do you recognize this guy right here?
Daryl.
Daryl. What does he go by on Facebook?
Daryl.
There's another name that he goes by. It's something Daryl 20 first up or something like that.
K's up Daryl.
K's up Daryl, yeah. So he goes by K's up Daryl. On Facebook. Alright, and you recognize that picture of Daryl. Okay. Do you recognize these pictures?
Now my pictures I uploaded.
Okay. And how do you do that? Do you take the picture with your phone and then you just hit a button or something and it uploads to your Facebook? Is that how that works? Okay. That shirt, is that like one of those Hollister shirts? Yeah, I got a few of those too. I used to call myself a surfer, but too old now. And we'll go over your Facebook in just a second. Let's see if you recognize this young lady here. Got a lot of Facebook stuff. You recognize this young lady?
That's my ex.
That's your ex-girl. Is you her true love?
I'm my first love.
First love, that's what I meant. First love. I guess true love was the wrong word. Is that, are you her first love and she's your first love? Yeah. Do you know how old she is? How old do you think she is?
13.
13, yeah. She's 13. 13 years old, and you, what do you call her?
Zaria.
Zaria? Okay. Zaria. And on Facebook it's Zaria Doe, like D-O-E?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so this is Zaria, and that's your girl. Are you still going with her? No, what happened? She broke up? You broke up? She broke up? You broke up. Was she doing something wrong?
They said she was talking to my cousin.
Uh-oh. Like talking to her?
As a boy.
Okay. So that was kind of foul. Who's your cousin?
It's not my real cousin, but I call him Michelle right now. I talk to him.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Do you you hang out in the 103rd Street area?
Not no more.
Not no more. When were you used to? When you hung out in the 103rd Street area, did you ever hang around any lakes or West Chase?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Didn't you used to live in Indian Lakes? Yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to mistake a head shake, okay? So, where did Zaria live?
She used to, me and her met in school.
Okay.
Then, like, the way she walked home, she had to walk towards our way. She used to take my way.
Yeah.
Go to her house.
Right. Okay. Now, he's a little older than you, right? How old is he?
She was like 15, 16.
Okay. Do you know where he is now?
No.
He's at jail. He got arrested for something. So, the reason that I'm here today is I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible, okay? You're a young boy. How many times have you been in trouble?
One.
Just once, right? Okay, and it was for the burglary that you're on paper for? Okay. I see that your mom made a missing person report on you. You aware of that? Yeah? What was that all about? What was you going missing for?
Got mad and caught the bus.
Right? She said you left in a red car on the police report. Did you leave with some boys in a red car?
There wasn't no boys, it was these girls.
Okay, some girls came to pick you up in a red car and you decided to go hang out with them. How long were you gone from your mom's?
For like a week.
A week? A week or maybe 2. What do you think? Probably more like 2? Yeah. Listen, in that 2 weeks that you were kind of hanging out, I know how it gets, you know. Your mom has rules and she wants you to be in. At what time does she want you to be in?
9:30.
9:30? In the summer? Well, no wonder. What time did you want to stay out till?
I was going to parties.
Parties? What were you doing at parties at 12?
And that's where everybody be at.
Right. Were you doing drugs at the parties? No, you didn't do any drugs. How about any alcohol? Were you getting drunk? So what were you doing at the parties? Just hanging
It
out?
wasn't none of that. I was like
Yeah.
a sweet 16, but it was tricking and all that.
Oh, I gotcha. It's tricking. What do you know about tricking? You 12. You know what some of the stuff that I know you're on your friend's Facebook there. Your 20 up Daryl. You remember seeing this picture on his Facebook? You remember seeing that?
I never saw this picture.
He never showed you that picture? That's on his Facebook. I didn't know if you had ever seen it on his Facebook. Yes, no? Does it look familiar?
No, dude.
How about that one? You ever see that one?
I came across that one, but I wasn't really looking at it.
Yeah. Ever see that picture? You see that picture? You know who that is?
Oh,
I'm asking you, do you know who that is right there?
yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Who's that right there?
I saw him. I don't even talk to him like that.
Okay. You ever know Daryl had a brother?
We called each other brothers, but I didn't know if it was blood or
Blood or not? Okay. Alright, so this picture is Daryl and a guy that you just know. Do you...
I like talked to him,
Talk
but
to
I
him?
never got his name and all that.
Okay, I got it. And you've not seen this picture on his Facebook, but you have seen this one.
Like one time.
Right, which one is Daryl? That one in the middle with the white tank top on? What's it look like he's holding?
A gun.
A gun. So he's holding a gun. This is some information that we pulled from his site, and it tells me below that this is one of the pictures. I've got the actual thing itself, but this is just a picture. What does that look like?
A gun.
A gun. Does it look fake to you?
No.
No. Didn't look fake to me either. I was just wondering, what was your opinion? That one's kind of hard to say, but what do you think that, is that a real gun?
I don't know.
You don't
Can't
know?
see it.
Yeah, it's hard to see, isn't it? But you can tell it's some sort of gun, whether it's real or not. Are you in this picture at all? I don't see you.
No.
No. Doesn't he hang out with little older boys?
I guess I only saw him with his brother and sister.
Yeah.
Brothers.
All right, so you know Zari. This is definitely you. Keep that up top. All right, and let's talk about your Facebook. This is you, Tommy Townsend. And that says, nigga playing with stick, they ain't even got.
That was a movie status.
Right?
All in all, I was watching the gun movie, all of them is movie statuses.
Just talking about guns.
Yep.
Right?
I got the movie in my house too.
Okay. And what about guns is it fascinating to you? Do you like guns?
No, it was a movie. It was showing through the whole, mostly showing through the whole movie.
They're just shooting? Yeah. Have you ever put your hands on a gun? No? Let me explain to you the position that where you're sitting right now, okay? There's an incident that happened, and I know a lot of information about the incident. And when I said that Daryl was actually in jail, what I really have to say is he was picked up earlier in the month, I believe the 10th, and he is sitting in a room over here. So we've talked with him, and he shed a lot of light on some things, but the one thing that you have to do now is you're going to have to tell me why I should believe what you're going to tell me. Okay? Do you ever, like on TV, you see things that police put on the television, and it's like a little movie or something, or a little picture, and they say, this is what happened, and or you watch TV on First 48, and they go, here's a movie picture of what's going on, and people go, oh crap, that's me. Okay, well, here's a fact. Almost everywhere you go now, there's some sort of video camera. Okay, whether it be the front, the back, the side, the vacant building side, across the street side, the McDonald's, the Chic. There's all sorts of places that have video now, and why is that? A lot of reasons. People think it's a little safer if something happens to their business or something happens to their house or their car, they at least have it on video. Okay? Is that fair enough to assume? Okay. So, the situation is, I've got some things we want to talk about with you. There's a shopping center up there on 103rd where sometimes the homeless guys hang out. You ever run across some of them?
They ain't there.
You ever run across homeless guys anywhere?
Well, sometimes at the front near a Safari store.
Yeah. What do you know what they go by? Any of their names? Because Daryl knew the guy named Wolverine. They called him Wolf.
Wolverine the tall one. Yeah.
Right, the tall one, yeah. And that's what I'm asking you. So you know Wolf. Did you know any of the other guys? Did you know Wolf had a brother?
No.
Yeah, he has a brother. Did you know any of the other homeless guys that hung out around that shopping
Wolverine,
center?
I knew him because he always used to walk through the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, did he? You know what panhandling is? Where they beg for money? Did he always do that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But usually he'll be out cutting yours or doing something.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
Right. Okay. Well, how about any of the other homeless people? Do you ever run into any of them anywhere along 103rd or in that shopping center by Safari or over by Subway?
Like
The liquor store?
yeah, the pool hall.
The pool hall? Yeah. Which ones do you run into over there? Do you know any of them, what they look like or by name?
It was the black guy that always wanted the red shirt and the hat.
Okay. And then you know Wolf.
Yeah, Wolverine and this fat guy.
Okay.
If you it.
Okay. How about, you know on 103rd where there was an old abandoned Pizza Hut and then an abandoned hamburger place? It was either Rally's or Checkers. You know where I'm talking about? Beside the Chic? It goes,
yeah, where the barbershop at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's McDonald's, then Chic, then the old Pizza Hut, then the old Checker Rally's, and then the back of that, it's a seafood restaurant, and then there's a tattoo place. You know where I'm talking about? That tattoo parlor. They call it Nerds Inc. Yeah. That whole plaza, front and back, between there through 103rd, they all have video. They all have very good video. So I want to know now if this is making any sense to you as to why I'm asking you some of these questions. And
They said a man was over there.
Yeah, what man?
A homeless guy.
The homeless guy? What, have you ever seen the homeless guy over there?
When at the end of the year, well, yeah, one time.
Yeah, where was he?
At the tuna. He was sitting on the ground at the tuna thing across McDonald's in the mechanic shop, and everybody was walking from Forest.
Did anybody say anything to him, or just left him alone?
No, everybody was people was going across the street. People was walking his way.
Do you know where a wolf lays his head at night, where he sleeps? No.
Usually they all be in that box right there. Like, what store that is right there? It's just no.
Is it the old Pizza Hut by the Chic?
Here and there, a breakfast store.
Yeah, the Chic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little box right there.
There's a shed, otherwise known as a shed, a box, a shed, same thing. All right. Did you ever see anybody homeless sleeping at that abandoned hamburger place, the Rallies or the?
No, they always used to be either on the side where all the bricks at, or in that little box.
Okay. Did you ever see an older man kind of? Sometimes he'd have a walker, white man, older than smaller and older than Wolf. Wolf's kind of a tall guy. He gets around pretty good. You ever see the guy they call Thomas? Older guy, stringy hair. He's kind of sickly. You know, he got a lot of sicknesses, so he.
I know the black guy named Tommy, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be something like that. Thomas. No, I gotta probably see him first.
Okay.
I know a lot.
See this right here? See this right here? See that shirt? See that shirt? Who's this?
Me.
Who is this?
Daryl.
Okay. Do you know when this was taken?
When I was walking to McDonald's.
You think so? It's not walking to McDonald's. What time do you think you're walking to McDonald's at this little incident right here?
Around 10 or 11.
PM? Clock at night?
Yeah.
10, 11? Okay, let me show you something else. Should have read me what that says.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
225.
Right. That's you and Daryl. And this is not near the McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right near the going towards the subway right there.
It is. See that? See what this is? This is 2:25 in the morning on Saturday. The date you can't see is 06/28/2014. And when was that? That was right before your mom reported you missing. You know what I mean? She reported you missing like the first of the month, July 1st.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's you and Daryl walking down the sidewalk. See that? Same thing. 2:25 in the morning. See that? See what time that is?
2:32.
Right. You see what this is? This is another back view. Here's the point. This is a big day for you. And believe me, these are two different videos. These are a couple pictures from two different videos in which I have all the way down the sidewalk past the dental office, past Nerds Inc., behind the building, to the next building, and then back down that alley past the dumpsters, and all the way back through the alley toward the auto parts store. Son, I'm not asking you if you and Daryl were somewhere at 2:25 in the morning on a Saturday, 6/28/2014, and I'm not asking you if you ran through the alley, because that's the picture of Daryl. The one of you is just as clear, I promise you. And I'm not asking you if you were with Daryl. I'm asking you, which one are you? Which one of you wants to spend the rest of your life in prison? I'm asking you to be honest today so that I can talk to the people I need to talk to and explain to them that a 12-year-old boy might have made a huge mistake being with the wrong person. Okay? You have to understand me. I know what happened. I'm not dumb. This is not my first day. There was a while from some years ago, I worked a case very similar to this with a young man about your age. And it was a terrible outcome, same as this, terrible outcome. Okay? That young man and his mom were stand-up people. And they came in and they told what they needed to tell. Okay? Someone, son, look at me. Someone lost their life. Now, I know a lot more than what I'm just telling you. I can't tell you everything I know. If you're willing to sit down and talk with me, I'll spell every doggone thing out for you. I'm not going to hide anything from you. But today, Sharon, Ronnie, Tommy Townsend needs to be able to tell the truth. Do not let someone point a finger at you. Okay? This man was killed by an individual. You want your name on it, or you want Daryl's? Okay? I'm not asking you, son, if you were there. I know you were. And all I'm asking you to do now is to tell me the truth about what happened. This man's family deserves it. Your mom came in that neighborhood because she saw that video on TV that I put. She knew that was you. I know it's you. I only put on TV, and I'm only showing you a very small portion. I have an 8 gigabyte thumb drive that is full to the rim of pictures, videos, front, back, your back, your side, your corner. I've got this entire incident. I'm not BSing you. I'm not. But if you take the wrong path today, it's going to be very, very tough on you. Your mom's trying to raise you right. She came out there and found your little behind, didn't she? To say, you're coming home. And since whatever day, first of the month when she reported you missing, she got on her JOB like any good mom would do. She came out there, she found you some kind of way. She was calling all kind of people. She was calling Zaria's dad. Did you know that? Zaria must have called you from her dad's phone at some point. She called Zaria's dad, screaming at him, wondering where you were. She brought your butt over there to Sherwood so you would not be out there with these hoodlums, doing these things right here. Okay? That's why she did it. She does not want you in any more trouble, and neither do I. Neither do I. I'm not talking rough to you. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to scream at you. But this man's family deserves me to tell him the truth. And I can't tell him the truth until you're willing to... What you're going to tell me, do you think I don't already know? Would I be here tonight with you if I didn't already know this? I know this is not what you wanted to do today, and I see it in your eyes. The tears in your eyes that are about to come out, you feel bad for what happened? I mean, it's a difference in somebody. Are you the type of person that just doesn't care about anybody and you're just that evil at 12? I don't know any 12-year-old, almost 13. I don't know any kid your age that could be evil like that. Are you evil?
No.
I don't think you are. I think that you hanging around Daryl has put you in a bad spot. I promise it has. got to come to terms with this. It's got to come out your mouth. Who did what, so I can clearly understand. I need to know a couple things. I need to know who did what, and what happened to the stick, as you say.
I know what happened to that gun.
All right. Well, was it Daryl's gun? It's not a. Listen. Do you think I don't know this already? You think I wouldn't have been doing my homework if I didn't see this stuff? And guess what?
Well, I don't know who gun this is.
Right.
Oh, that one.
Which one did you see him with that night?
When he was walking, he didn't have one. It was before that.
Okay. Well, when before that did he pick up a gun? And who did he get it? Do you know who he got it from? Or did he have it hidden somewhere? Where did he get it from?
He was walking past in the back of Timothy Landing.
Okay.
He was sitting right there in the box.
Okay. Where is Timothy Landing? Tell me where that's at. Is it off 103rd?
Near West Chase.
West
you
Chase.
can go through a back cut right there.
Okay. So y'all were out walking.
No, first they was already planning on going to the pool. So
The pool, like the pool hall?
no, the pool.
Well, this is daytime, right? Okay.
No, wait, what's
Because the
right
pool's
now?
closed.
Right now, nah, that pool be open. That pool don't close until like 12.
Okay.
Like 8, 9.
So 8 or
We
9
was
o'clock.
walking past.
Okay.
And the flash was on before I lost my phone.
Okay.
And he said, "Look at that box."
What kind of box? Like a power box or
Like a shoebox.
a shoe box? All right.
Like a brown Nike box.
Where was this box at? Just laying somewhere?
In the pond, like it's a little creek right there, but I don't got that much water. It's mostly sand at the bottom of it.
And there's just a box laying there.
Like just the pond right here and the bushes,
Okay.
like right there.
Okay. And this is in the Timothy Landing, you're saying?
Yeah, and the little pond right there. All
Alright.
kinds of quartz, is all kinds of stuff back there.
Okay. So he tells you to look in the box. And that we're talking about Daryl.
Yeah, he said, "Look at the box." And I didn't go. He went to go get it, and it was in there.
Okay. And what was in there?
Gun.
Right? Is it a revolver, or do you know the difference between a revolver and a semi-automatic? The clip gun? Which one was it?
It was just like that, but it wasn't this one. It was like a little small one.
A small gun. Okay. Was it black or?
It was silver.
Okay, small silver. So he actually picked it up from the shoebox.
It was silver, and I had a brown handle.
Okay, silver and brown handle. Had you ever seen him with that before, or that's the first time?
First time.
All right. Did you ever put your hands on that gun?
No.
Never.
I already
Look me
knew
in my
that.
face.
No.
Never.
No, I was in the system.
So you didn't want to put a gun in your hand. All right. So it's a small silver gun with a brown handle. All right. And you got it from the box by the pond at Timothy Landing. All right. So, and this is around, what time did you tell me again?
Like 9.
Was it dark? Was it dark?
It was getting there.
Okay, getting dark. And you said the flash was still on your phone. Was you using the flashlight thing to be able to see to get to the box? Okay.
No, I was walking past. Like, I didn't even have to walk towards the box. All I had to do was keep walking towards the gate.
Okay.
Because the gate go like this, then you go down and go right back up.
Why did you decide you didn't want to go to the box? Did he already tell you there was something in there, some fire in there?
No, he said, he the one who peeped the box. Well, he said, "Look at that box." He said, and my flash was still on, so I turned it that way.
Right. Did you take any pictures of it? Okay. So Daryl picks up the gun, and where do y'all go from there?
To the pool. After that, me and Daryl left.
Where'd you go?
Well, I went to the neighborhood. Daryl left for like an hour or two. And we went, everybody was back at the neighborhood. Went to the pool hall. And went back to the neighborhood. Cause they was all drinking and stuff out there.
Talking about the people that were at the bar, pool hall?
Yeah, then they went back and had something over there in the back.
You mean drugs? You mean they had
Like
something?
a get together, like
Okay,
it
like a
was
party.
all drinking out
A party.
there.
Okay.
Then we walked to McDonald's.
Did this old man do something to make Daryl mad? Did he call him out? I know I've heard that he would call people out because he didn't like young people. Did he say something to Daryl?
He was laying on the ground.
He was laying on the ground. Okay. Where was he laying on the ground at? Beside the building? Beside the parking lot?
On like in the parking lot, like he wasn't on nothing. He was laying on the ground.
Was he talking?
No, he was just sitting there, and I was like, "Daryl, I bet you $5 won't go touch him." He was like, "Hell no, I'm not going over there." So we kept walking to McDonald's. Well, back, he was still right there.
Okay. Were y'all walking to McDonald's to get something to eat, or were we just walking to McDonald's?
No, the phone we had. The phone got cut off after she got mad and cut the phone off.
Mm-hmm.
Went up there for Wi-Fi. We got something to drink, and I did get $1 cookies. Yeah, but we mostly went up there for Wi-Fi.
Okay.
After where I seen where this girl was at, she said she out of town, and we left.
Okay. And then when you left, what happened?
Near the dumpster right there, it was rats all right there, and we ran through the cut.
Seriously? No. Do you know what kind of a story I just heard from Daryl? That it was completely not what you're telling me? And if y'all were at the same place, at the same time, it wouldn't be about that. Listen, the last thing you want to do...
I don't know what time it was. It was dark.
I didn't say time. Well, I didn't ask you about what time, son. I didn't ask you what time, okay? It doesn't matter what time. I know what time. I got the time on the pictures. What you're not understanding is the video watches what you're doing. Coming and going through this whole area. That tattoo shop, it has cameras on the front, the back, the side, the alley, and they all point that direction. I could show you your little tail running from way before that. And I'm not going to keep feeding you this because you know what it makes me, what's going to happen is they're going to scrutinize me and say, well, maybe he's the cold-blooded killer. Maybe he's the one that punched the fire. And I'm going to tell you what else I'm not going to fall for. That old man had a knife and tried to stab at y'all. Because he didn't. I might have heard that already too. Okay? I'm trying very hard. I said an individual killed this man.
And yes, he did. Ask my little brother. When I got that knife, I took it, washed it over in my sink with a napkin, wrapped it up in a napkin, taped it around, and dropped it in the sewer.
The gun?
No, that knife. It was a knife like this.
Okay.
And asked my little brother what color it was. It was red on the back of it like a marker, and it was black.
Okay. So how did you get the knife from the man? Did the man threaten you with the knife?
The first time we walked past.
Okay. So the first time y'all walked past him, he threatened you with a knife. How did you get the knife? Did you have to fuss with him, or did you just sneak up on him and take it from him? Because I might know the answer to this. You're not giving me enough credit for knowing these answers already. Listen, this stuff here, it doesn't lie. The stuff I put out in the video, do you think I could put that to the public, what really is on there? I can't scare people like that. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. But here's the thing. What you really need to figure this out right now is at the end of this, you need me way more than I need you. You need me to believe that you did not shoot that man. That's what you need me to believe. And then you need me to be able to prove you did not shoot that man. Okay? See, I've already heard these stories. I already knew about this knife. I know about it because I know what I've been told, and I know what I can prove, and I know what I've seen on video. Okay?
If we shot him, where'd they done it?
Well, just because you shot him and I haven't showed you a picture of that specific gun, how do you know?
What you saying? He shot him, so where'd they done it?
What did I ask you? I needed two things. I needed to know from your mouth, are you going to say Daryl shot or are you going to say you shot? I need to know which one you're going to say. And then secondly, I need to know what you're going to say happened to the gun. And you may not know. Hell, you got your butt taken out of there. Your mom came and got you. Daryl's mom did not come and get him. I know Daryl's sister was kind of hanging out in West Chase and, you know, he's kind of out there doing what he wants to do. Your mom didn't let that fly. Your mom came and got your behind. So you may not even know. I don't know. I'm not gonna gloss over and make a story up to you. I said I wanted to know out of your mouth what happened to that gun. If you took it and threw it in the river, well then that's what you tell me. If you say Daryl took it, and after that, have you seen Daryl since then? Since this?
No.
Okay, so if Daryl had it, you may not even know what he did with it. That could be the truth. I don't know.
After this, they said, I went back over there. They said Daryl got locked up again for something else.
Daryl got locked up around the 10th of the month for a robbery.
Good. Well, they said he got a grand theft charge for car jumping, and he crashed.
Yeah.
Then after they say he crashed, I'm like, where? So I rode the bike up the way they say in the Walmart in the middle of the street. So I rode up there, went nothing up there. They was like, oh no, that was somebody else, such and such. Then when a couple of days later I went back, they said he got caught with a deadly weapon, something like that.
Well, whatever they said, it doesn't matter. It's what I can show on paper and what I can prove. And the case that he's involved in is a robbery, and it is involving a car. He did leave in the man's car, and he was caught by the police and bit by a dog. Okay? Yeah. So here's the thing. Don't you think he's very motivated to point the finger at you? I would be. If she and I did something wrong, and I didn't want to get in trouble, it's just common nature. I'm going to blame her. Okay? In the same way, she'd probably blame me. This is what people do. I got kids. She's got kids. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. You know? But here's the thing. There's more that I know that I keep telling you. I can't tell you everything I know. Because if I did, then you'd know it and you'd say it, and then you'd say, the only reason I told you is because you told me. I told you all that because you told me. I can't do that. I can't do it. I got to get to the truth a certain way. Okay? Let's go back to this knife thing. How did you get this knife away from this man?
He was laying on the ground. I went up to go get it from the side right there.
Okay, where was he keeping it at?
Near this plastic bag.
Okay, what kind of plastic bag?
A plastic bag, a regular one.
I know, but I mean, is it like a plastic bag, like a grocery bag? Is it like a bag that you put trash in? Is it like a plastic bag that you carry groceries?
Like a store bag.
Store bag, okay. So it wasn't on him. So you came up and got it from the bag, right? Okay. But he wasn't threatening you at that point with it, right?
Mm-hmm. No, after that, when we were actually, like, when we walked past, she was on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, well, you're leaving out the part about, you know, here's, I want you to think about this a second. You tell me that Daryl's got a gun. You tell me that y'all have walked past him. You've seen him. And then you know what else you tell me? I don't know how he got shot. Because you do. And you know what? You know how somebody told you, yeah, I'm not believing that about the whole, you know, knife thing? I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you want to see these people ever in your life, you do not want somebody to point the finger at you and put that gun in your hand. Because you just clearly told me Daryl had that gun. People are not going to just sit back and do nothing about what happens to them. The same way I would expect you to not do that as well. You know, again, your family seems to care about you enough because they're here with you. First and foremost, they came with you. You think Daryl's mom's down here? She's not. She's not. And I can't tell you how many times enough that I know that one of you two shot that man. Now, if you want me to believe it's you, then you keep sitting there acting like it isn't.
What'd you tell her?
We was on the phone, she never...
What'd you tell her?
She never even asked about nothing.
That's not true.
What'd you
That's
tell
not
her?
She didn't ask about nothing.
What'd you tell her? I didn't ask you what she asked. I said, what did
She-
you tell her about what happened?
She was like, she said, well, we was on the phone first. Then her dad called. Then she said, who that? Then I guess he put it on the three-way. Cause I could hear him talking too, so talking about such and such. That boy was on the news, such and such. Then I'm talking, what? Then he was like, the detective's coming to our house to come talk to you. Then after that, they kept talking, so I just set the phone down, put it on speaker, till she hung up. She was like, my dad, I was like, I heard it already. She was like, well, I told her don't tell them my name.
Right. Tell the police. Right.
I said, don't
But see,
tell them my
here's
name,
the
so.
thing. I already knew your name because people at Indian Lakes gave me your name already because they saw the video as well. Everyone saw this video, and guess what? Everyone said it was you. So I already had your name. She didn't have to give me your name. Do you think we've talked to her?
No, you probably did.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think she told us that you said?
I don't care what she said.
Well, what did you tell her?
She pressured you to find out what you did. And you told her about the knife. The story about the knife. Right or wrong?
My mom knew about the knife too. Cause, no, my little brother, he was doing, after I set it down, he picked it up. So I wasn't worrying about it. Then he started playing with it, so I took it from him. I washed it off. Then I put dish detergent on it, washed it off, wrapped it up with the tape and that, and dropped it in the sewer.
Okay.
Where at?
In front of my house. That's my little brother. He was right there when I came outside and I dropped it in the sewer.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. No rats chased you out of the... You didn't run because of the rats. You know why? If you, and let me tell you something. If I gotta go and make you a believer, it's gonna be me feeling like maybe you are a cold-blooded killer. You see what's on his head?
Yes, sir.
Right. Ain't nobody needs to run from rats with their fucking shirt on their head. It just doesn't happen. You got a shirt, he's got a shirt on his head, and see, here's the thing. I got your little narrow behind running in that alley too. And it ain't from rats, son. That ain't the only spot. This is the corner. This is a whole video. This video goes from 223 and a half, 224, all the way through the other end of that doggone alley, up to the auto parts, the liquor store. So it's not a question that y'all ran from rats. That is a terrible story. That is terrible. That's the worst one I've ever heard.
That's not no corner right there. That's near the gates.
No, it's not.
The trash can is right here.
There, right.
As soon as you walk out.
And you guys ran. There was a car sitting here. And you guys ran straight down that alley. No question. You weren't running from rats. He's hiding his face for a reason. You don't take your shirt off and hide your head to run from rats. That's just not true. And if you're willing to tell me a lie about that, you've come so far. You've come far enough to understand. Who do you think's going to believe that? No one is going to believe that. And I'll tell you why. Because I will show them conclusive video from this angle showing y'all run all the way through the back of that parking lot. Not just here. Run right past some trash cans into that back alley. And where did you come from? You came from down here. And you walked all the way up the front. And you cut between the buildings. And then you went back over that way. And listen, here's the thing. If that man threatened you, and that's why y'all went back there to straighten it out, then say it. Don't sit with, well, he had a gun, and the guy threatened us with a knife earlier, so when I went back the second time, I went ahead and sneaked his knife, and I cleaned it off, and I threw it in the sewer, and somehow he ended up dead. Bull. That's bull. No one buys that. It's bull.
Why'd you throw the knife in the sewer?
What I'm going to do with it?
You threw it just to get rid of it?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Well, when I'm done with stuff, I don't throw it in the sewer.
They said get it out the house. what I was going to do.
Who said get it out of the house?
My mom, my stepdad. They said get it out the house.
Did they know whose it was?
No,
Did they ask you?
no.
So your mom and your stepdad said get the knife out of the house.
I set the knife down. He was playing with it. She said, take the knife on and get it out the house.
After this night, after this all happens and y'all run down the alley, you don't come home for several days. Your mom still reported you missing after this.
I know. I was
So
out.
you were gone for several days. What are you doing? Carrying around this man's knife for several days?
No.
Okay.
I had a bag.
Okay, so you hid it in your bag, and when your mom picks you
I
up,
wasn't hiding because it was in my bag.
okay, so you kept the knife in your bag for several days, and then when you got home, you told your mom you had a knife, or did she find it in your bag?
She didn't find it in my bag.
Okay, then you told her it was there?
out.
Okay.
He picked it up.
He is who?
My little brother. She
How
said,
old is he?
You want? He turned 10 this year. He 9.
So your brother ends up getting it, and your mom says, get rid of it.
She said, yeah, the both of them said, take it out the house.
Okay.
They didn't ask you where you got it from or whose it was?
Okay, and once again, if the man threatened you with a knife, and you guys went back to straighten this out, I need to hear that. And if I don't hear that, I have to assume, I have to guess, that y'all just went to straight up kill this man. Did you think he had some money?
No. I had money on me. I had to get nobody money, so.
Okay, so you didn't need any money from him?
Nope.
So y'all just did it for
I had
fun?
over $150 on me that night.
Y'all just did it for fun? Was it fun?
You're gonna have to get past this. No one in their right mind is gonna believe this little craziness. I know you don't. There's two options in my mind. Either you don't want to tell on your buddy, or you don't want to tell on yourself. Because one of the two of y'all shot this man. If I believe Daryl, it's you. If I believe you, I gotta hear it to believe it, to be honest. It's just that simple. Don't sit and live by, if you're trying to live by a code so that you don't tell on Daryl, the heat's on you. The heat's on you as well as it is on him. You really don't get how good these videos are. I mean, dude, when I saw the front of your shirt, and then you cut your hair. Why'd you cut your hair? Saw yourself on the video and said, ooh.
No, she said, Ben was getting my hair cut before that.
Yeah, your mom's. So much your mom's was going to get your hair cut?
She said, I'm tired of seeing that with you on your head.
Right.
I Ben saw that. Ben was ready to get this cut.
Okay.
And before I even got this cut all the way, I chopped it off halfway. She said, no, cut all of it off.
Good. I'm glad she did. You're not from here in Jacksonville, Florida, are you?
No.
No. How long have you been here?
A year.
A year? Does your parents move here for the year and then that's
She
why
got
you're here?
married down here.
Okay, so you got a stepdad here. Okay. You care about your mom? About your little 10-year-old little brother? Care about your stepdad?
Yeah.
How about your real dad? Is he in your life?
Yep.
Okay. So all these people that you care about, they obviously care about you. Right?
Yep.
And what do you think if I told them this little silly story? They know you real good. You think they're going to fall for this story too? No one as good as they know you. I guarantee you your mom's not, because she knew. She saw this video and said, holy crap, I got to find
It
him.
really wasn't no video. It was I saw the video myself. We was only walking past.
Right.
That's only a part of it.
That's what you see. And that's what you're getting to see. If you play the odds in this and roll the dice, the way that you get to find out is a really bad way. It's a really bad way.
Who else did you tell that you did this?
Nobody.
Well, believe me, she didn't want to tell. You were definitely her, what'd you say, first love. Not true love, first love. You were definitely her first love. She said you begged her not to tell. Beg. Said, you cannot tell. Please. You cannot tell. And she didn't just show up and tell us. We had to go find her. Because you know what? Her dad was very suspicious of you. Like some dads are going to be that way to boys, just so you know, when their little girls are involved.
I probably never talked to her dad. I was always talking to her stepdad. I don't even know her dad.
Well, she has a... Apparently, your mom had his number. Because she probably was calling you.
That's when she ran away. Her mom put her out, and her mom told her to go back with her real dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she called my mom's phone off. Yeah, she called my mom's phone off her phone.
Absolutely. That's why your mom she was calling every number she could to get you out of trouble.
No, she called, took her. After I texted her on Facebook, she was like, hold on. She didn't call for 3 days after that, so she wasn't calling every number.
So you saying she just left you out there for 3 extra days?
After I said, when I told her, let's get on the phone, she was like, hold up, I'm trying to get the phone right now. And she still didn't get it. So I wasn't worried about it. Then I woke up, the phone was ringing.
And who was it?
It was her on the phone.
Her meaning your mom or Zari?
Zari.
Okay.
So she's the only one that you told?
Did you trust her?
And my mom.
You told your mom that you did this?
No, she saw it on the witch-caller. She asked what happened.
What'd you tell her?
Did you tell your mom the same story you told her?
She really didn't even ask nothing. She was like, she really didn't even ask nothing. She was saying it like, I did it to be smart, and told her, stop thinking that. And
Who, your mom or Zari? Zari? Zari thinks you did it to be a big
Smart
guy?
aleck.
no, because she already know when I get mad, I'm not going to stop what I'm about to do, so.
You got a hot temper?
Yep.
Okay.
What makes you have a hot temper? What makes you click like that?
I gotta take medicine for my temper, but
Okay. You take it today, I hope?
no.
No. Why you didn't take your medicine?
Did he do something to make you mad?
Did he call you a name? An ugly name? Like I've heard he's called some of them other kids? Or did he call Daryl an ugly name? Is that what happened? I'm trying to give you every outline.
Man, it's racist off top. He's racist.
Yes, I've heard that.
All right.
I've heard that, okay? I'm not surprised at that. I've heard that. Go ahead, Susie. I've definitely heard that.
Can I use the bathroom?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hold on. We'll
Absolutely.
get a guy to take you, okay?
Absolutely. You can definitely hear this. Go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom too, I don't blame you. You need a drink while I'm out there? Get you a drink? No? Okay. Where are all my kids? Yeah, I just want to make sure the guys are still on. No, we check them. You sleeping on me? Hey, mister. You wake up a second? Hey, listen, your mom is outside. Would you like her to come in here?
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
No.
Okay. Why don't you want her to come in here?
I'm saying to talk about with her.
Okay. Well, we just talked to her about that whole knife thing. She don't know nothing about that. Neither is your brother. And that's your mom.
Well, y'all gotta ask my little brother because my little brother saw over this.
Yeah, but you said your mom was the one that told you to get rid of it.
Get out of the house.
Right. She just told me that's not true. Okay? She just told me that's clearly not true. Alright? So here's where we are. You got it's very simple options. By the way you're acting, you're making people believe that you are the one that shot this man. So it's up to you you gotta put it to me. I don't buy the story of the rats. I can disprove that 100%. You have no idea how much of the video and how much of the angles and how many places that I have, right? You have no idea. Zero idea. You're guessing. You're hoping. I don't know if you're trying to stay true to Daryl. Daryl ain't trying to stay true to you. That's for sure. Maybe both of y'all shot at this man. I don't know. You gonna tell me? Or are we gonna stay with the rat story? The rats chased you in the alley. Rats chased you.
Don't make us guess. You tell us what happened that night.
That gun you talked about that Daryl had, and you had made a comment to me about. So where's the gun? I'll ask you. Where's the gun?
No, no.
Okay, then why'd you ask me where the gun was?
Well, because.
Because why? Couple guns I found in that area. Couple guns that we've taken off of people. Just as we're talking about someone's life today, and very easily people that kill people, they lose their life to prison. So being tired or, staying stuck with the way that you are, it's not going to change our opinion. I never did ask you if you were there. I know you were. I know both of you were there when this man lost his life. Period. It's not up for debate. Can't debate it. The pictures will tell me. So when you get done being tired, you're going to have to figure out...
I'm ready to leave from out of here, man. Don't want to talk to y'all no more.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where's my mom at?
She's outside. She's taking a smoke break. She'll be back in here in a little bit.
Well, can y'all go get her?
Yeah, in a little bit.
She's been out there for 20 minutes.
Dude, she's a grown lady. I don't have tabs on your phone, bro.
652-904-652-0652. 2 locations in...
What the fuck, man?
Timmy,
Where's my mom at, bro?
you want what?
I want my mom, bro.
You want your mom?
Yep, I want my mom at.
I'll have to see.
I'm not sitting there, bro.
How about to restrain you then?
Y'all gonna
Would
have
you like
I'm
that?
not sitting there,
Would you
bro.
like that?
Hmm.
You act childish, we treat you childish. You act
I actually, can y'all go get my mom? Y'all keep saying no, bro.
We're trying to make a decision on where you're going to spend the night tonight, okay? It's a pretty important decision. Something that shouldn't be rushed.
So can you tell that lady come back in here then, bro?
Which one?
The one that was in here, bro.
Which two?
I don't want both of them that was sitting right here.
I know. Which one do you want? The one with the brown hair or the one with blonde hair?
With the Abercrombie shirt on, bro.
The what?
With the Abercrombie shirt on.
Okay.
I'm not sitting there, bro.
Little man, I'm watching you through this peephole, okay? And I don't want to have to charge you with destroying our property. You ain't paid for this stuff.
The stuff was already falling off.
Okay. Listen to me, young buck. All right? You can stand up. That's fine. But you're not going to destroy our property. I'm going to just let you know that, okay?
I'm destroying the property. Don't you see it's already on the wall? It's peeling off.
Okay. Well, you don't need to continue to peel it. All right, young man?
Wait a minute. I'll go get my mom.
All right.
Carefully watching.
Come on, stand up a second. You said they wanted to talk to me? Come on, sit up. I'll be glad to talk to you.
This is the lady you were asking for, right? Okay.
Come on, have a seat. You want to talk to me? Yeah? Okay. You want to talk to me? I'm going to read you your rights again because you told me you didn't want to talk anymore. So I'll read you your rights. If you want to talk to me, we'll talk. I'm sorry I didn't come back in right away. I've been in the middle of the other kid, some other people. It's been taking me a minute. Okay? Fair enough? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So you want to talk again? Alright. Foot there, okay? Alright. We went through this before. Let me go through the time and the place. It is, now it's 10:40 at night, so that's 22:40. It's still 07:30, 2014. Place is still the police memorial building. Should read that top line.
When my mom coming back in here?
When? Well, if you want her, I'll go get her. You want to talk to me or you want to talk to her?
I'm going to talk to her at the yard after I'm done with this.
After you're, let me make sure I'm understanding you. You want to talk to me, but then when you're done talking to me again, you want to talk to your mom. I can handle that. Is that true? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Read the top line for me.
You had the final rights under the United States Constitution.
Constitution. Close enough. You know there's such a thing as the United States Constitution, right? You went that much in school? Alright. It says you do not have to make a statement or say anything. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any question. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we'll do the same thing. I'm going to sign my name right here. If you agree to continue talking to me and you understand those rights, let you sign your name and we'll keep rolling. Okay. Alright, young man. This is your dime. I'm going to let you just talk. Okay, you said you want to talk to me again. What can I help you with?
When we was walking through the back, going to McDonald's, and the man came and ran up on Dale. And we ran back the other way the first time.
Okay.
Went around and came back through.
Okay.
Because Dale said come back through there. Because he wasn't done. So after the first shot went off, it didn't hit him. The gun was a shell catcher. And after the first shot missed, I guess the bullet hit the ground because it didn't hit him.
Okay.
He fired another one. And it shot him in his head and he fell.
Okay.
And we left out of there. Then, who was it there? Who was it? Some guy. I know who it was. He had he was walking up to the store. And he had the video of the cops picking up the body. Then Daryl was like, such and such, you need to go home. Such and such, I'm ready to stay here with Deja for one more night and I'm ready to leave. Then I went down, I called Zoya. And I guess she found out. She asked what happened. So I told her. Then I told her, don't tell nobody.
Okay. Did you tell her that you popped once and then he popped twice? Okay. Alright. That's fair enough. I'm going to make sure I don't write it down wrong, and I wanted to stop and listen to you, so I didn't write it down wrong. The man that was shot, was that the white man that lays on the ground? Okay. Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not trying to make you say anything that's wrong. I just don't want to mistake, look at me, I don't want to mistake a yes for a no. Is that fair? Alright. So the man that was shot was a white man. Had that man given you guys any grief before? Was he fussing with you?
Before, he was racist.
Okay.
We was at the pool hall one night, and it was like near on the side where the window at.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting there on the step where the liquor store at, just sitting there. Cause usually we know somebody that'll come up there, so just come up there, and they'll all be out front. Then he walked past, throwing beer, and that was the first time I fought him myself. And after that, we walked past, where we walk at? We walked to Timaquana. We walked to Timaquana. It was 4 of us. He picked up a little pipe right there, talking about, don't walk past here, such and such, or you gonna get hurt. But that night, we was walking, he ran up on Daryl.
He ran up ran?
Yeah, like.
Okay, so he ran up on Daryl. Alright.
So
and where were y'all, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, when he ran up on Daryl, was this at that abandoned Rallies, or was it at the Pizza Hut, or was it down by Chic? Where was it?
Alright. Near the barbershop, going towards the barbershop, but it's the trash cans in the restaurant, all the doors.
Near the barbershop? Is the barbershop in that plaza where Subway is you're talking about?
Yeah, like Subway right there, then it's the barbershop.
Okay, so it's Subway?
When you leave and go through the cut,
mm-hmm.
It's the stores, the back of the store.
Right, that's the seafood place. Is that what you're talking about?
Seafood
you go past the tattoo shop, and then there's a little break in the buildings.
Yeah.
Then there's another one that goes the opposite way. You're talking about y'all were behind there? Yes, I mean? Okay. So you're behind the seafood place. So that's kind of between the Rallies and the seafood place. But you're in the back?
Yeah.
In the back. Do you know where those dumpsters are? We talked about how those dumpsters are. The back there, or closer to...
Like...
Think a second. Take your time.
Like, soon you walking down from O'Reilly's,
okay.
All the way to
Keep walking. Keep walking to the end, past the tattoo shop.
And get all the way to the end, the barber shop.
Tattoo shop is on the corner though, right?
It's the pool hall, but it's another bar.
That's the other, oh, here, let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. This is the sidewalk. This is the tattoo place right here. And then this is the Rallies. And this is the Pizza Hut. And that's that little place back there where they were sleeping. This is the old Pizza Hut. And then
the
this is
barbershop
Chic.
is...
Okay. Now, isn't this over here the bar? The pool hall?
The bar at the end right there.
This is the pool hall. Okay. This is the tattoo place. And this is about Subway right here. Yeah. And O'Reilly's is down here. Now, O'Reilly's this is the auto parts. This is Ricker. And this is the Safari food store.
Here's Safari, O'Reilly. Subway at the end.
Subway's right about in the middle. And you keep on walking. This is Nerd's Tattoo.
Yeah, but when you keep going all the way
down. You gotta keep going right. And this is a seafood place. And the dumpsters are back here. And then this is the alley that y'all ran through. You feel me where I'm at? These are some garbage dumpsters. And then this is an alley. And this is behind the tattoo shop, behind the Subway. And then there's a liquor store and then O'Reilly's at the very far end. Okay? So you're saying it was... Because the old man was laying right here. That's where he was found. He was laying beside that Rallies little area. So you're talking about where he runs up on Daryl is where?
It's like, that's where he was laying at, like, right there.
Okay. And this is 103rd, just to make sure we're right. This is 103rd, Chic, McDonald's going past.
Yeah, then it's the other store across the street from McDonald's. Then it's that box.
Yeah.
And the other, ain't this a church?
Could be.
I think that's a church.
I don't know about that, but
Then
I know these.
Yeah, then it's checkers right there.
Alright, so this little star you put, the star equals where he ran up on Daryl. How fast could he run? Would he lunge at him?
Like,
Just real fast? Or did he actually take a few steps to run?
like 2 steps and like jump from
2 steps. Did he have anything in his hands?
that knife.
Okay.
After I got it from him.
He had the knife after you got it from him.
No.
Okay.
Daryl was like, walk back around and I went to go grab it.
Alright, so he took 2 steps at Daryl, had the knife. You popped 1 shot at him. What kind of gun did you use? The shell catcher or another one? Okay. Alright, so you pop 1 shot at him, and then Daryl pops 2.
Or more.
Or more.
1.
1. Daryl pops. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You gotta take your fingers out your mouth. Daryl pops 1 shot. What kind of gun did he have?
C1.
Shit. Did y'all hand it off to each other? Or did he have his own gun?
It was only one of them.
Okay, so it was 1 gun, and after you did it, then you handed it to him. Did he ask for it, or did you tell him, here, you finish
He
it?
wanted it. He said, give me my stuff.
He said, give me my stuff? Meaning,
His
what?
stuff. Like,
His gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me my stuff. And that means the gun. And then Daryl popped 1 shot. Alright. And then you got the knife from him. Once he hit the ground, you got the knife from him.
That's after we walked back around.
Okay, so you popped once, he popped once. Where is the man then?
After I popped him, the man jumped. After I punched him.
You punched him too?
No, that's how I got him down. When he ran up.
Okay.
Then, after that, and we walked back around. Then Daryl was like, come back. Then, man was still coming. Then, Daryl was like, get my stuff. I gave it to him.
Okay. And what was the man doing?
He was just sitting there. I don't know how many Daryl was talking. I walked to the trash cans right there. He
Okay.
said, like, you know how people see something before they about to die. I guess they were talking about something.
Right.
I walked towards the trash can, turned around, so when the shot went off, I ran through the cut.
Okay, so the shot that Daryl shot, you were over by the trash cans?
Yeah, like the second trash can near the gates right there.
Okay. So you were over, and I know what the gates you mean now. I know what you're talking about by the gates. They're actually like a fencing.
Yeah, 2 gates.
Gates,
right there.
yeah. Is that for to keep people out of the alley? No, just the
That's to
gates.
cover up the trash cans.
Oh, I gotcha. So people can't just go in there and throw their trash. Alright, so by the time you're saying that you had walked off after you did your pop and
Yeah,
Daryl
I
said,
turned
give me the
around.
gun. You turned around and you began to walk off.
I got walking to the trash can. I was waiting. He was just talking about it.
And he was way over there by the man?
And the trash cans weren't even that far from the it was right there. Like,
Yeah, let's go back, because this is where you're saying that the man
this
was.
was it, and I walked towards here. It wasn't that far.
Okay. So
it
you
was
walked in the
still
back
right
of the
there.
building.
The man was on the side right there.
Okay.
But he was in the street. I just walked right to this one. Then it's the little fences in the cut.
Right. Now, what, were you just walking through here?
No, I
You took off
stopped. I stopped right here.
You
When
stopped
the shot
here?
went off. That's
And then
when
you
I
took
was
off running.
ran.
So you were actually standing by the dumpsters, right? And you hear that shot went off,
And,
and then you took
then
off.
Everybody, he ran
Right.
chasing.
What did you do with your shirt?
I said, to be honest, I don't even know what happened to my bag.
Your, like, backpack or?
My bag, yeah, that bong over there with me.
Okay. When you were walking down the sidewalk from in the beginning in the front, it looked like you had your hand in your pocket. But I didn't see no bag with you. You didn't come that way with the bag.
I didn't come that way. My bag was over there in the apartments.
Okay. Alright, so while you're standing here, you can hear Daryl talking to the man. What are they talking
I
about?
don't know. He was just talking. The man
Right.
was talking bad. Alright, cool.
Yeah. So then Daryl you just heard one shot. Was there anybody else over here but you two? Who else was over there in this back area?
Nobody.
Nobody, okay. So there wasn't anybody else but you, Daryl, and the man. Correct? Okay. Alright. Where did you go from there? You ran in the alley. Where did you go from there?
Well, man, I went 2 different places.
You went 2 different places?
I went into this girl house. I don't know where he went after that. I left.
Okay. Went to a girl's house?
He said, you need to leave. I'm staying here with Deja for one night on the couch, and I left.
He was staying with Deja? Did you ever go to Deja's house? Never went inside? Okay. Alright, so you stayed with the girl. Where was that? Is that on 103rd area or in the lakes or where? Where?
That was... Where is she? Like, it's not Tamaquana, but it's like Tamaquana and Blanding near James Stewart at the same time.
And Blanding. Do you know her name?
It wasn't even... What's her friend name? Alicia, something like that.
Alicia? Okay, is she young?
She like 13, 14.
Okay. So she must live with her parents, right?
I guess. She was over there for the weekend. I met them at the mall.
Okay.
And that's when my phone was on. That's when he called. And was like, come over here, such and such. So I rode the bike over there. Stayed there.
Where were you keeping your bike at when y'all were walking all over the place?
My bike. The bike was just sitting in the grass out there. Because the little kids, I used to just go sit it down and I'll ride it around the circle in apartments.
Okay.
Sit it back.
Okay.
Like the farthest the bike could go is to the front. It won't go nowhere else.
People knew it was your bike though?
Yeah, like everybody could leave their bikes out there. And it's either the little kids got it or somebody riding it to the store. The farthest they'll go is to Walmart and bring the bike back. But I won't worry about nobody taking the bike though.
Okay. So what'd you end up doing what'd you have to do to get rid of the gun?
I don't know what happened to that.
Okay. What happened to the knife?
In the sewer.
Okay. And the knife ended up in the sewer? And that's the sewer that's in front of your mom's?
In front of my house.
If I walk out your door, direct me to what sewer pipe I need to look for. Because we'll pull it up. I've done this before, actually. It's really simple. They'll bring a machine out. They'll open up the pipes. It doesn't matter how far it washed, we'll find it. So direct me to this pipe. Walk out your mom's door.
Like, hold the cut.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, draw one back here.
Hey. Oh, back here?
Yeah, that's fine. Either way. Either way as you want.
Hey, this is my house.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then it's the side lawn that go all the way down.
Okay, the side lawn.
But it's like a walkway like you can step up on. There's a sewer right there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's across the street. There's another one across the street. Like just the one near my house right there. But it's the other one across the street.
Okay.
Like the detectives asked him where he parked up at. Like at the mask that came about us, asked him where they parked up at. The sewer is right there.
It's right there where the detectives parked?
Yeah, parked up there across the street.
Sewer is right. And you're saying that the knife is wrapped in
a white napkin with, what color duct tape is? What color? The gray duct tape, like the regular duct tape. Mm-hmm. And they gonna see it's red color, like marker, like red was already on there, and it's black.
Red marker was on the knife.
On my side, but the rest of the knife is black.
The knife is black.
Like the whole thing is really black, but like somebody colored on it.
Okay. Has red coloring. Okay. So it's wrapped in a white napkin. Has gray duct tape. It's marked red on the side, but it's really an all-black knife. And the sewer is right where the detectives park.
Yeah, right. Okay. He couldn't miss it. I know he had to smell or see the water dripping because, like, his car parked right here, the sewer light right there.
Okay. The water was dripping?
A little bit because I was messing with the water hose after I cut the grass.
Okay. So this is your house. What side is your front door? What would you say is your front door? Which one is your front door? If this is the little field you're talking about, where do you walk out the front door?
This the little side of my house because that's the water hose right there.
Yeah.
My door on this side and the driveway like coming all the way down to the mailbox because the mailbox on the corner.
Okay.
Then it's the grass like right on the side. It's the sewer. You can see it. Then it's the other one across the street.
Okay. Now, did your mom actually tell you to get rid of it, or you just get rid of it yourself?
No, she didn't say that. She said, get it out the house. So that's the first thing I thought about, washing it off and just putting it, dropping it somewhere. Because the first time, and I was thinking about it, I threw it the first time down like, because like on the side of my house, in my backyard, but it's all bushes right there, like stand up. So then somebody else had it next to it. When I threw it, I found it again, like, I'm like, just drop this in the sewer. But it's sitting, it's sitting wasn't floating because that's metal in there. It was, when I looked at it, it was still sitting right there, but it probably did float away now.
All right, now, with you doing the first pop, where'd you get the gun from?
From Daryl.
Okay, so when did Daryl give it to you?
When we got like towards the back.
And when is this?
We was walking to McDonald's and we was about to walk to McDonald's. Cause like every time we come here, the lady she'll tell us we can't come in and go through the drive-thru.
The McDonald's lady?
Yeah, she'll be like, go through the drive-thru.
Okay.
But last time we went, the other lady, she lived in Indian Lakes, but she knew somebody booking her house. And the boy that did it, Daryl be with him, so she was like, oh no, y'all can't do it because y'all don't got no car, such and such. So we waited at the pool hall. Was talking to Wolverine and all them, they still out there, waited until she pulled off. Went back up there, the lady let us get it. But when we was walking there, he didn't.
Why would he have given you the gun? What was the purpose of that?
To hold it real quick.
Okay, but did you need to hold it, or was there something bothering you?
No, he had like, I had on jeans, he had on basketball shorts that day. He was like, I don't got nowhere to hold this at, so hold this real quick. I'm like, oh. So I just put it up.
You know, in the video, he has on khaki shorts. Plenty of pockets.
Them basketball shorts she had on.
They're cargo shorts. Promise. They're cargo shorts. And it doesn't matter who had whether you started with it, whether he started with it. Was there ever a time that you guys walked down the road by Taco Bell to some boy named Bobby's house? During that,
I don't remember what time that was.
Did you remember walking to some kid named Bobby's house?
Yeah, OG Bobby, yeah.
OG Bobby? How old is OG Bobby?
I don't know.
Is he your age or more close to?
Like, where I met Bobby at? I met Bobby playing basketball, but I only went over his house a few times, but I didn't even talk to him like that.
Do you remember going with Daryl that night down to his house to see if he was...
That one time, but after we split, I don't know if Daryl went back there.
Okay, did you go that?
There? Yeah, it was scary.
Was it that night?
Yeah, it was dark. Yeah, it was that night we went over there. It was dark. But...
All right. Do you remember going into the apartments by the McDonald's? The name of the road is La Ventura.
In the back of the McDonald's, we had to cut through there.
Yeah. Did you get in a fight with anybody there?
I really wasn't no fight. It was like, like somebody arguing, then you ready to swing and somebody stopped it.
Okay.
But
was it with the kid that he called Jit? Or I know everybody goes by Jit, but
yeah, the what's his name? What's his name? Jit was in he went to school with me. I forgot what's his name. He wasn't in my class, but I knew people he had classes with. What's his name?
well, who got in the fight with him, you or Daryl?
We was like wanting. I was really fighting myself, but
Right.
Daryl he wasn't gonna let that happen. So he started arguing back with the boy too, but it really wasn't nothing because the lady broke. Well, she didn't even break it up. She just said stop.
Did she say stop fighting because there was one of her kids involved?
She just said stop. We shouldn't have been doing it.
Right. Did she say she was gonna call the police on you?
You probably did. I probably didn't even hear it.
Right. Okay. All right. So this whole little shooting incident, did the shooting incident happen before the little fight, or did the shooting incident happen after the little fight? Which came first, the shooting or the little fight?
The fight after we left McDonald's.
The fight came first.
Yeah.
Did Bobby's house, was that before or after the fight?
I went there before with Daryl.
Okay.
But it was still dark, but he probably went back. I don't know.
So at some point you went to Bobby's, it was dark. Then you got into the fight with kids. Was it far back in the complex or was it up front?
It was like half and half.
Okay. Okay. So walk me through after because La Ventura is really close to this. When y'all left this little fight, is that when you ended up coming in contact with the white guy?
This how it like after I hit the guy for running up and we walked off. Then that happened. He said walk back around there. So we walked back around there, then all this stuff started happening.
Yeah. Listen, let me ask you this. You said he took 2 steps and he ran up on Daryl.
Yeah, like.
Did Daryl seem concerned? Daryl's looks like he can fight. If Daryl can fight? Scary, huh?
If he would have hit the man, I hit the man, because if he would have hit him, it would have been more than that night.
Like hit him, like fought him?
No, I didn't even hit him. I just tapped him, like, boom, like, at least stumble, do something. Well, I know Daryl would have hit him.
Daryl can fight, was what you're saying?
He would probably go against Daryl.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Daryl fight somebody?
No, I know he got a lot of strength because it was this, we was in the lakes, it's this brick wall.
Right.
So, this girl said something to Daryl. And he punched the wall and the whole wall. 12 bricks just fell, like, absolutely big, red bricks. He just saw, I know he got a lot of strength.
Alright, so do you think if they would have got into an altercation, do you think Daryl or the white man would have won?
Man, I don't know. Probably Daryl. Yeah, he probably would took some anger out of him.
Yeah, he could probably do that. Alright, so when the white dude ran up on Daryl like that, what did Daryl say to him?
Told him, asked him, did he love his life?
Daryl said, you love your life?
Yeah, asked him that.
Like, okay, and what did the man say?
He was like, I'm living it, and that's when I walked off, and they start talking about something.
Okay, well, what you told me earlier is that when the man ran up on him.
Yeah,
and then
after that first shot went off,
you fired a shot.
Daryl was like, you love your life, such and such. He was like, I'm living it. Then I walked over to the trash can and the first shot went off. Like, oh, I'm not staying here no more. So I ran through the cut then.
Let's go back a second. Because when you said you fired once at him, but you thought it missed, right?
Yeah.
That was for what, I know, but for what, when you shoot at someone, you have to be justified in doing that. You have to be right to do that. You're not allowed to just shoot at people. I'm not allowed to shoot at you because, you know, you run up on me. Okay? I'm not allowed to do that. Why do you think you were allowed to shoot at this man? Because he was having a discussion with Daryl when we both clearly know Daryl could have handled himself. Why do you think that you had the right to do that? No? You don't think you had the right? Give me 1 second, okay? I'm sorry.
Did my mom come back in here yet?
I'll go see for you. Hey, Cheryl, I'm sorry it took me a minute to make sure I found out what the situation was with your mom, okay? Cool? Alright. Mom did go for her smoke break. She is back outside. She's at an area where everybody waits. Do you want to still continue talking with me?
That's it.
Okay. Do you want her to come back, or do you want to just talk with me, and then she can come back? No, I don't know. I want to be fair to you. So, before you had asked to talk with me, and then when we were done, you talked to her. I'm giving you these options. She's here. I'm telling you, I know she's here. She's not going to leave you. And if you choose to talk to me, you can. Or you can have her come back, or, you know, you got to make the choice. It's up to you. If you want to continue explaining to me, that's fine. If not, it's okay too.
Can tell my mom come here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to give me a second to go out and get her, okay?
You alright?
There's your mama.
Oh boy, you know what you got yourself into?
Can I say something just 1 second real fast? And I'm gonna let you guys, I'm gonna let you talk, I'm gonna let me talk, we'll try to work through this together, okay? We've been back here with him a couple times. Obviously we have both young men downtown because I brought you in now. You obviously know I went over his constitutional rights form with him.
You ain't signed no papers, did you?
That's his name right here.
Why you sign papers? You don't got no lawyer here with you. I wasn't back here with you. You wasn't supposed to sign or talk, say nothing. And then you on medication. You wasn't supposed to sign anything. Was I here with you? So why is you talking to these people? You don't got your lawyer here, so why are you running your mouth? So now what? They try to blame it all on you. I told you hang with the wrong crew. Told you. You only 12 years old, Ronnie. Now you getting ready to take your whole life away for some dumb shit. Now they depending on everything on you. What you gonna do now? You better get the oh my goodness, boy. So So now what?
Well, it's kind of a tough situation. At this point in the time, he actually asked for you to come back here. So obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you back here. I would have liked to continue trying to.
So when we leaving?
You're not leaving. They're keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You wasn't supposed to sign no paperwork. You wasn't supposed to talk without me being in here with you. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. All you had to do is say you talk to your lawyer. But you don't know. You on your medication. You don't know. You don't got no good sense right now. You can tell them anything they want to hear.
I'm gonna let you guys talk. And I'll be outside if you need me, just not.
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you just don't know what you got to do. They got Zara done told on you. They got that girl out there.
What that girl?
Which one you think?
Deja?
Mm-hmm. He blamed it on you. So basically, they want you to say he was the one that did the shooter. You done put yourself at the scene already, so you got something to do with it. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. You wasn't supposed to sign no paper. Did you read that paper? You ain't understand what it said, did you? So you ready to go, Rodney? You know you getting ready to have to go to jail. They probably charge you as an adult and you gonna have to go to the county jail. So I was just sitting here. Your dad just told me, let you know, get yourself prepared. They're gonna try to get you a lawyer.
Your phone still working?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but you're all no, you can't put your hands on it.
Why?
Because they told Facebook pictures.
I'm calling my dad.
Facebook pictures. They got you all on Facebook, dummy. On my phone in the car. I can't even call nobody.
What car?
John out there. They got witnesses.
We got no witnesses.
Who?
Who witness?
Well, they got people saying, Sharon, you was there you had something to do with it.
Who the witnesses?
I don't know. I know I seen a picture of Zaria and the girl Deja out there. I guess everybody blaming everything on you. Even the boy Daryl said you did it. And they sitting here watching us like a hawk, recording everything. You shouldn't even say nothing. Now you sitting here looking all stupid. You don't know this is serious? You ready to take your whole life away for nothing. Doing something you ain't had no business doing. Bro, you only 12 years old. This is my thing. You only 12. You don't know. You don't have no friends. None of that. I'm your friend. You see I'm the only one up here with you? I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't. All I can tell you, what? They want you to say, what you call it, had that gun and shot that guy, I guess. They got both of y'all sitting up here. Or all y'all sitting up here. They just waiting for you you'll be a witness, but you gonna get charged with something. Yes, you is.
So everybody up here?
Mm-hmm.
So they got Zaria, Daryl, and DJ.
Zaria ain't up here right now. They got mugshot. They talked to her already. She told them what happened. Whatever you told her, she told them what happened.
She don't know what happened.
They hear everything we saying. I don't know if they're going to charge you with murder, first degree, second, manslaughter. I don't know. I don't know nothing about the system. I know you wasn't supposed to talk to nobody until I came in this room with you. When these detectives was there, you wasn't supposed to say nothing. Nothing, Ronnie. Not nothing. I wasn't here. You wasn't supposed to open your mouth. Not sign no papers, nothing. They want you to tell on him. So he was the one that shot that man? Cause they only showed me pictures of surveillance. They ain't got you on the back.
What else you got?
I just seen pictures.
Which ones?
They're on his Facebook page with the gun and the group of boys.
Yeah, I saw
a lot of shit off Facebook.
Saw that one. I saw the one when he had his money in the gun. I saw the mugshot. They showed you the picture when he was in the cut?
Mm-hmm.
Saw that one.
With his shirt off and wrapped around. Where you was at in the scene?
I was left already. I wasn't there.
So what did you see? You left the boy, so what did you see? Did you see the boy shoot his ass? That's what they want to hear. Ronnie, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm scared as hell. I don't know what to do. And you ain't realized you only 12. You don't even know these people down here. So you don't think they blaming everything on you? They don't know you. You're not from down here. They could just say you done did it. I don't know what to tell you. I know, don't say nothing else. You shouldn't even sign no paper. You sure shouldn't have signed no papers. Not at all.
So who getting a lawyer?
Your dad and them. He trying to get down here now. He told me to tell you don't say nothing to them. But you in here steady running your mouth. I don't know what the hell is going on. Only what they came out there and told me. They trying to put you away for life. Your whole life. So basically, if you don't say nothing, everything on you. Everything is going to be on you. I don't know what to do. I don't. I really don't. Boy, there's just so much shit. You just don't know. You just got yourself all in this bullshit. All I can tell you, boy, you better tell them motherfuckers what you seen. That's the only thing I can tell you. That's the only thing gonna save your ass. You better tell what the hell you seen. You don't know these motherfuckers down here. You sure don't. Anybody wants to see you go to jail. You seen how many people they call crime stoppers, I guess. That's what they done told me. Hanging with the wrong. You want to be a follower. You following people. Only 12 years old though. Like, you not even understanding. You done threw your whole fucking life away for nothing though. Boy, you is crazy as hell. You just don't know. They gonna give you some time because you got something to do with it. You was there. You just ain't understanding where I come from. I can't even do nothing. They won't even tell me nothing what you charged with, nothing. Because they want you to tell what the fuck you seen. Basically, they want you to be a witness saying you seen the boy do the shit. I don't know. Let me see now what they gonna do now. Could you come here for a minute? No, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
No, so now what?
What do you mean?
Now what's going on now?
Well, unfortunately, I can't. You've put a stop to this. That's your choice. Now I have to go with what I have. That means he's staying. He's detained. I can't corroborate what he's saying if I can't get to him. And every time I try to talk with him, I have to come out or talk with you. And I understand why. Believe me, I understand why. I get
it. Because he don't know cry because he on medication and everything.
Well, actually,
he told me
he didn't take his medication today.
Yeah, he didn't.
Right. So here's the thing. I can't. He's told me a lot of stuff, and I get what he's telling me, but there's things that I need to clarify. What he's told me has already happened. What he's told me has already been said. I can't take it back. But what I was trying to do to help it along is to try to clarify everything that he's saying. There's no secret here. You know, both people are saying things that it's our job to try to figure out who can we prove is right or wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you prove them right, sometimes you prove them wrong. But I don't have that opportunity because you don't want me in here.
No, my thing was when y'all first started interviewing him, I was supposed to have been here. He wasn't supposed to say anything.
Actually, that's what I have to...
He a minor. He only 12 years old.
I understand that. What I'm supposed to do by the statute and the law is, as directed by the superiors, is in what's told to us. Not we decided.
I'm from New Jersey. It's probably the laws is different. And that's what I'm saying. I know for a guaranteed fact y'all wasn't supposed to question him or
actually
anything without.
We're supposed to make sure you're notified. And you actually came down with him. And I asked him on 2 different occasions, if not more, if he wanted you in here, if he wanted to talk to me, and he said he wanted to talk to me, and then he would talk to you. So that's his choice.
Okay. And
but I have to let you here. Now, if he says I want you back here, then I got to come get you, which I did.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Another thing, I'm sitting here talking to him now. Like, basically, I told him to tell y'all what the hell went on.
Yeah.
If you was there, tell what the hell he seen.
Absolutely.
Not no beat around no bush. I'm explaining, he only 12 years old. He might throw his whole damn life away for some... He was with some boy or he was around a boy when it got... I don't know what the hell. I don't know. I don't. Like I said, all you can do is just tell what you didn't see.
Listen, I have no trouble trying to listen. I have no trouble trying to work through this. There are certain reasons that we stop, and that's your choice. I'll be happy to come back in. We'll go over the rights form together so that you understand, so that he understands, and then you may get answers to questions that you may not even know yourself. If that's what he wants, that's his choice. And then I'll explain again. I'll explain the rights form. I'll sit by you. I'll sit by him. I'll show you what it says. If you all understand it, you feel he understands it, he feels he understands it, and we can talk. But to answer your questions is unfair because you don't want me to talk to him. So you have to make that decision. If you want him to tell his side of the story, perfect. That's y'all's choice. I'm going to let you make that. I can't force you to make it. And I'm not telling you I think that's what you should do. You're his mom. You should clearly figure out what's in his best interest. No trouble with that. If that's the case, if that's what you want, I'll go get my papers. I'll go get my forms. I'll go get you the stuff that he's already seen. We can go through it. That's your choice. That's clearly your choice. Well, and it's kind of both of your choices. I mean, he's got to be the one that agrees to talk to me. And obviously you're in here now, and I'm going to show you the form. I'm going to go over it with him. I'm going to make sure he understands it, so that there is no misconception of what does he understand.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to bring my mom back here, because she know more about this. I'm just growing up. For real, that's why I had my mom up here.
I hear you. What do you want to do at this point, sweetie?
Far what he want to do, he want to tell y'all what the hell he seen.
Okay. Well, let me go and get the papers that he's seen so far, and get the form that he signed.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you.
And another thing, I want to know, can I bring my mom come in here?
It's not that I don't want her in here. It's kind of a tight space, and it's not. It's easier if there's not so many people yelling at him.
Ain't nobody yelling at him. We just trying to get the truth out of him.
I understand that, and
I know that's who gonna get it out of him. My mom.
Are you gonna tell her the truth? Okay.
You ain't got no other choice. Sure, don't.
Let me go get
your ass getting ready to get smoked up the road. You boy.
Don't hit him, okay?
Hold on. Let me step out here.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, y'all come on here a second. Let me go get in the chair, get the other papers, and I'll be right back in, okay?
Alright.
Thank you.
Ronnie.
Yeah. Hey, come on, try to smoke you.
You better tell what you seen.
Yes.
You sure better. You better tell the truth.
Videos of that shit.
Either way, you gonna do your little time. You'll be alright though. As long as you, that boy, he right next to her.
No, I heard him. He was like, I heard everything.
He like everything on you.
I just heard all
Indonesia.
conversations.
Indonesia. Whatever fucking day, girl.
I heard that. He said something about, I shot the man in the 16 for one night in the evening. I said I was going to Zoria's house. Something.
They got mug shots of her too. They all on your Facebook. I told you to delete, you stupid bitch.
So you can say nothing about that? She didn't see my tattoos.
And I told you don't sign no papers, don't talk to
What
these
paper
people.
you sign? Don't mind.
Reading your rights.
Yeah. And you dead steady howling. Lady, tell him don't talk to them.
He said, yeah, he telling them don't talk.
He
Tell
not
them
talking
don't talk and nothing.
He said, well,
Until
lady,
you get a lawyer.
I said, no. He's
if you don't say nothing, they gonna smoke your whole life.
It's give her flash before you won't see the dead light of day. No time. You gonna be past
You gotta go
21.
down charge you as a adult because you going right across the street, right here to this county.
And then they gonna transfer him to Lake Butler. Or they might transfer him to...
These jails ain't no game, boy. You a little fucking boy. You don't know that rape you and all that shit in there?
And ain't nobody gonna
Bert
say
was
shit.
just telling me, he said, kid, just go back there, don't cuss him out, just let him know. You getting ready to have to go to jail. We don't know how long yet, but...
You're gonna do some time. More than 5 too.
Because accessory, that's like a fucking, like you killed the motherfucker.
And they all turned on you.
She didn't tell you what they was charging me yet.
No, not yet, because she wants you a confession. She wants you to
She tell what happened?
She wants you to tell your part, the truth, not no lies. You seen her watching this, recording this?
I don't give a damn.
I know.
I don't give a fuck. They can watch me all day and all night. They'll be tired. So, you want to tell them what happened? I told you. They called them. You want to tell that shit. He been in trouble.
Hell yeah, plenty of time. Yeah, they gonna tell.
Alright. Got as many as I could grab at one time of all the stuff that I've shown to him. There were 2 forms that we went through. This was the first one, this was the second one. I'm gonna go through a third one, just so you understand it's the same exact one. Nothing's gonna change. The place is the Police Memorial Building. We call it the PMB. It's Police Memorial Building. The date is now, I think it's August 1st. We have 31 days in? Do we have it? Okay, so 7/31/14, and it's 5 minutes after midnight, so that's military time, that's 005 hours. This is Sharon, Sharon, Townsend. Sharon, what was your birthday again, sweetie?
10/01.
10/8?
October 8th, 2001.
Okay. 01. Alright.
How y'all figured out who he was in the picture the boy told?
Lots of people called him and told. We put it on the news and a whole bunch.
They
of
was trying to get
$3,000.
Yeah, somebody got that.
Can you
Dummy.
Can you read? Okay. So you gotta. I don't want to mistake your head shake. Remember we went through this, yes or no. I want to make sure I get your answers, and I don't want to mistake a yes for a no. So can you read? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can you write? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And you, at the last time we talked, had made it through 7th grade. This will be your 8th grade year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I asked you if you had any drugs today?
Nope.
Okay. Any alcohol today?
Nope.
And the prescription med that you were supposed to take, you did not take on this particular day? Okay, so no meds. All right, that's what we went through to begin with. I'm going to ask him to read the top line, and then we'll flip it around for everybody else. Can you read that top line again for me, Sharon, please?
Yeah, the following rights under the state constitution.
The United States
Constitution.
Constitution. All right. This top line says you don't have to make a statement or say anything. Do you understand what that means? What does it mean?
You gotta talk to whoever I want to.
Correct. Okay. Anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand that line? What does that mean?
I'm about to say something right now. You can use that information in court.
Okay. What is court? You know what court is?
Yeah.
What is court?
Where the judge be at and all the state attorneys and
okay.
prosecute everybody.
That's where you go to court and the judge tells you certain things or things like that happen. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am? No, ma'am? Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and have the lawyer with you during any questioning. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
What does it mean?
You gotta answer any questions unless...
You got a lawyer right here with you.
You have the right to talk to one for the advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. That's what it's saying exactly is you have the right to talk to one. If you want their advice, you don't have to answer any questions unless you have that lawyer with you. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want a public defender?
That ain't no help right there.
Sure ain't.
Okay.
They just gonna make me get more time.
What's it? Tell me what a lawyer is. Tell me what you know what a lawyer is.
Somebody that's gonna help me beat my case.
Okay. Sometimes lawyers help you beat your case, and sometimes they try to prosecute you.
State attorneys.
State attorneys. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Well, they're lawyers. They're still lawyers, believe it or not. Okay. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer. Do you understand what that means? If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer.
Until you get a lawyer.
Right. It means if you want to stop answering the questions and say, I want a lawyer, you can do that at any time. Is that fair enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, is this the same form that I read you both times before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you have any questions about this that you want to go over?
You know?
You don't have no questions?
Okay. I sign the form in the same place each time. This is my signature and my ID number. What I've asked of him each time is that signing the form acknowledges to me that he understands what I read him. It doesn't win him a prize. It doesn't mean anything more, anything less than what he's read. That signature means I understand this. Okay? If you would do me a favor and sign that again to say that you acknowledge or you understand what I read you. Okay. Let me just catch up a second. This is some of the pictures that I showed Sharon, 005, 0731. Mom is Nikia Pollard, Nekia, and Grandma is
KlLLER Pollard.
Spell it for me.
Leileh.
Leileh. L-E-I. What am I doing? Leileh Pollard. Okay. Do you guys live together or you live separately? Separately?
Yes.
Okay. This is your grandson, and this is your son. Alright. What I showed this young man is this picture.
Who was that?
You don't want to see
Sorry.
he acknowledged that this was Zaria, his first love. First love. I said true love, he said first love. This is a picture that I showed Sharon in a specific type of shirt. This is Saturday. The date on this was 06/28 of 2014 at 02:25 hours in the morning. These were several pictures. This is a picture from Sharon's Facebook. And if you notice, see the lines right here of the shirt? That's this part. This is this. You can almost see the yellow. And that's a teal blue shirt. These are all around the same time. These couple are from the video, the same spot, the dental office. So basically, what we went through is he acknowledged this picture is him. This is Daryl. He acknowledged that this young man is the other individual. This is a lightened up version so that it was a little easier to see the color of the shirt. This is basically, these are a lot, and they only change by sometimes a second. And again, this isn't all that he was seeing, but this is a big idea. He immediately identified these two. This is one of them running the back alley. Some of these are in black and white, some of them are in color, because each business has a different type of video. Each business has a video. This is his Facebook that we went through.
Who's this?
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Them all movie statuses.
Yeah, he's talking about guns, and he says he's talking about movies. I mean, I bet you if you saw some of these comments, you'd...
Let me see.
Well, we'll go through... Let's worry about this at the end, okay? Because we are definitely more worried about what happened at the spot than his little foul mouth on Facebook. All right. Why don't you do this to make it easier for me? Why don't you go through and I want to go back to the little map we drew. Why don't you go through the story about how this went? And make sure we can hear you, because I don't want you to have your finger around your mouth. This is basically the shopping center. Ricker Road, this is 103rd. There's a shopping center that has a lot of different things in it. There's an O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's a Subway around here. On the corner here, there's a tattoo place called Nerds Inc. I-N-K. Okay?
And barbershop.
Barbershop right there. And the seafood store next door. And this is a back alley that just runs along the back. It's narrow.
I know.
Right. These are some dumpsters. And then there's a fence that tries to go around the dumpster.
It is.
Right. This is an old Rallies or Checkers. I'm not exactly sure.
Checkers.
Checkers. I've heard both. This is an old Pizza Hut.
I ain't been back that far.
Is it Pizza Hut?
I did.
It's the one right where behind the building. This is the Rallies, and then Chic. This is the Chic, and then it's La Ventura, and then
so
McDonald's.
where was the man found?
Well, and let me ask him these questions, and then maybe that'll help you. It's okay, and this is why I was like, it's easier if you just keep it to one, but it'll be fine. Sharon told me that where this incident occurred, the man was over here on the side of the Rallies, which he was. That's true. We found him right on the side of the Rallies. He was a homeless man that had a little homeless camp.
We was walking past. No, where we leaving from? We leave from the pool hall. So, walking McDonald's tonight. Man, start talking crazy, and that knife that I threw on the sewer, that your mom was playing with, that's the one he had.
And hold on a second. He actually claims that you told him to get rid of this knife, and he threw it in the sewer.
I don't even know knowledge about a knife. I don't know nothing about no damn knife.
How about you? Right. So you see where we're going already? Okay. Go ahead, baby.
He be on medication.
The black knife that I had.
I don't know.
See, you didn't tell me nothing about Grandma because you're looking at Grandma to confirm your story. You told me specifically that your brother got in
my little brother know his knife I'm talking about. Yeah, my little brother sure do know his knife I'm talking about.
And that's fine. But you told me that Mom told you to get rid of it.
Yeah, she said get it out the house, and I got it out the house.
If it was, I ain't seen. I know I ain't personally seen no damn knife. If I did, Hell yeah, don't bring that in here.
Right, but
don't bring nothing in here.
To your knowledge, you didn't tell him to get any knife out of the house.
Mm-mm.
All right, so go on with it. It's okay, because what he says is he ends up throwing the knife in the sewer. Where the police came and parked by your house, there's a field, I guess, grassy area.
Yeah.
And there's a sewer drain pipe thing. He showed me that it's by the house, and there's 2 little drains, and one of them he threw the knife in the drain wrapped up in a towel. Now, here's the thing. I've done stuff where you've had to find guns and knives before in the drains. They only go so far. We'll find it if it's there, and if it's not, it's not. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So basically, there was a reason he was telling us about this knife. So does that help get you about the knife? Is that about right?
So, walking past, the man was talking, we're walking past, so he was sitting there, then he had the knife in his hand and ran up on Daryl. We walked to McDonald's, but before we walked to McDonald's, the boy that I went to school with, we started arguing with them. We left McDonald's, that was like, nah, I'm ready to go back around here. So, the first shot went off, then he was like, so I walked towards the trash can. Then when he shot the man in his head, we got out of there and went through the cut. Then the next morning we saw the some guy had the recording of the cops picking up the man's body. And that's like a week later, that's when we found out it was on the news.
And then what happened with Zaria?
She had something to do with it?
This how I'm gonna say it, bro. It's like, let me see.
Let me tell you how I explain it to you.
It's like,
what, Zaria knew what?
Like,
you told Zaria what?
She asked about it, but
what? You ain't even saying nothing.
I don't hear nothing either.
Well,
what is you trying to say? I can put it in words. What? What happened? What she got to do with it?
She doesn't have anything to do with it, actually. You want me to help you?
If you want to.
All right. And you tell me if I said it right. So basically, Zaria sees it on the news too, and she recognizes both of them. So there's a discussion about what did you do. He explained to her about the situation with this man and a knife, and then Daryl shot at the man once also. Now see how he told, and he said it was because the man took 2 steps and lunged real fast at Daryl. But he says Daryl
said come back around, and when we left there,
Daryl
shot
said
the man in his head and we left.
Okay. He also told me that, and this is how this diagram comes in, the man was here. He says he's over here when he hears that second shot. He had just walked to
the trash can. You know, the trash cans and the gate's not that far from each other.
Right. He walked across to the trash cans. And he's in this area, that's why I put the little asterisk, and he hears the second shot, and he takes off running in the alley. Problem with that is, the video that shoots from the tattoo wall has them running both in this direction, all the way across the parking lot. One together, but, you know, one, and then right after that, another. No one walks over here and stands, okay?
I was near the trash can the whole time.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that we have a video on this. I'll show you the angles. They walk down this sidewalk. You got to kind of step down here. There's a little bit of mailboxes right here. They're kind of for the businesses. They're metal,
I know.
You know, pigeonhole type.
I know what you're talking about.
You got to walk down this little area, and then you go this way. Okay? On this wall right here, the tattoo shop, the dental shop, all the other places, they have videos pointing this way. Videos pointing this way. The tattoo shop has one pointing this way, that way, this way, and in the alley. So all the directions in the side here are covered. So this area here is very visible. to seeing people. And to be
The
quite
barbershop got one on the side right there too.
well, and like I said, like I told your family, I'm only telling you a small amount for a reason. Because when people go to telling a story, it has to match up to the evidence that you have. And if it doesn't, then there's still a hole in the story. Where he's standing when that second shot happens or where he isn't standing is not something to argue. I mean, it's dumb. It's not worth lying about. If you're going to lie about something, lie about it to save yourself.
Hell yeah.
Okay? But being over here where I can prove he wasn't, like he says, that's a problem. And you guys understand, we're trying to figure out who did what when. Alright? He openly admits. Tell him how you got the gun to begin with.
Where you get a gun from?
I got it from Dale. Well,
follower. Ronnie, you don't know you 12. When you following these boys, you don't even know them. Know of them. Know nothing about them. You don't even know where they live at.
What do you think, Grandma?
I know I wouldn't be in this predicament
at all, because I done told on them. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Did I show you the time of this?
Yeah, 2:25 and 2:30.
This is 2:30.
This would have been a fuck home anyway.
That's when we reported. I reported him missing.
Right. You reported him. Y'all reported him missing. Yes, ma'am.
And then she called.
Yes, ma'am.
Back because John was like, they ain't gonna go by what, but they listened to me and they came, and we both put out a report.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all definitely, he was definitely not with y'all on this incident, okay? No one is disputing that this is them. No one is disputing that these two are at the scene of this man being killed. And make no mistake, I hate seeing anybody's life go down the tubes, okay? But I also have an obligation to the man's family. And I have to do right by them. And doing right by them is making all of you understand this little part here, it's not going to go. Initially, he told me that the reason he ran down the alley is the rats back here. The rats were out there, and he made him run. But they had their shirts tied around their head to run. So, if you look at this real close, now that's one of them and not the second. When they walk down,
that boy, they ain't you.
I was already through the cutting.
When they walk down the sidewalk, you see they have shirts on. Now this is one of them. You're right. And when I went to print out the second one, it printed out two of these. So I have a picture of him running down the alley as well. Okay, and there's no good reason for all of a sudden you to have to put the shirt around your head and run down the alley. So the bottom line is to say that. You were standing back here when that second shot happened?
But it wasn't even far from me. It was right there. Like,
okay, whether it was far from you or not, I'm not saying that this is a long distance or a short distance. I'm not saying it's any distance. What I'm saying is you clearly didn't just walk over here and stand by the dumpster and then you heard a shot and then you
was already right there.
I'm going to tell you both. He ran from this area back here. Not the exact corner of Rallies, but more over here. He took off the both of them. It's about 6 minutes difference. They walked down the sidewalk toward the Rallies, and in 6 minutes, they're running in the back alley. Neither one of them dispute that's them walking this way or going that way. 6 minutes, at the most 8. And I say 6 to 8 because, like my watch, I don't have a digital watch.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What made y'all talk to her?
Nobody made us talk to her. There was basically some information that was gained that while you were looking for him, the father was wondering, hey, why is this going on? He didn't even know why anybody would be calling his phone. So it made him feel suspicious. He saw the video, and we'll just take it from there. I mean, I'd like to tell you everything about how that went, but the other thing I don't want to do is if he were to tell me about something about Daryl, I'm not going to run over there and say, hey, by the way, he just told us everything you said. Do they both know they're pointing the finger at each other? Absolutely. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to keep a promise with one person and not with another. There are certain details to keep someone.
Your whole life is.
Yeah.
And here's where I left.
Right.
Here's where I left. I asked him.
And being as though you was at the scene, you did it.
Well,
if you're thinking right through time, boy.
Here's where I was at, ladies. This is where I left off, and maybe we can clarify this from here. I asked Sharon. I said, well, how'd Daryl get the gun? Well, I gave it to him so he could fire it once. Okay, I know and you know. That's red flag. All right, so if that's the case, and he fired the second time, let's put that aside. Lunging at someone
else
that's plenty big enough, because we established that Daryl could have. This is a 50-plus-year-old man. He's a homeless man, and let me help you. He had gotten out of the hospital 2 days before this. He has all sorts of problems, and he walks with a walker.
That man don't got no walker, bro.
Okay, I'll show you the scene photographs. His walker's laying beside him.
Pictures then. Okay. Last time I check, every time I see him, he never walking with no walker.
And you know what else he is?
To be honest, I really don't care.
He's a chronic alcoholic. He's a chronic alcoholic that doesn't. He is a
racist.
He is. I've heard
that. Every time you can ask, and you ask Wolverine, you can ask the other basic. Every time you see him, he never went while he walking straight. So,
yeah, but again, let me ask you this to clarify to me: lunging at Daryl. What was your justification for doing that?
And then Daryl,
according to you, the same person that says back here, you walked and you didn't.
Well, I saw with my own eyes. When Daryl shot him,
But you were back here. You can't see up here. It's a building. You can't see through the building.
It's really not. You got that whole side right there because the back of the Chinese store is right there and the trash can is right there.
Again, what gives you the
How
right?
y'all gonna tell me, but I be on the third more than.
Okay, well,
see, this is what
I know, but see, here's the thing. What Smart Mouth doesn't understand is I have a lot of scene photographs, and if I took a whole bunch of people back there to say, okay, I didn't make the asterisk, he made the asterisk, he said he walked back here. First of all, let me show you this video of him running, okay, and then let me show you how he says he can see through this because the man
it's not
is
no
dead.
wall right there.
This is a whole building.
The man was. You said the man was on right there. The man was in the street.
What street?
The man was laying in the street.
What street?
No, near the Checkers. The man was in the street.
And the street is like 103rd Street?
No, not the street. Like a parking lot. Like you pulling up and trying to order, and he was in the street.
Even worse. He's right. He's more like up here. He'd have to have Superman vision to be able to look through this whole building and see that that was how it happened. Now, am I saying that he's the one? Because let's just think about it. All right, they both.
I was all the way up there, and the pole. The trash cans is right here. Mm-hmm. The pole is on the side, going all the way down like this. The man sleep on the side right there. His body was laying right there. So tell me how it's there all the way up there? You can't see that.
I can promise you cannot see.
Well, you bring your whole set of team and tell them line it up the same way I'm showing you right now.
And you steady getting fucking smart though, like
they right smoking.
Yes, and you making it even worse. She trying to break you a deal or something.
Mm-hmm. I was.
But I'm showing it. She's saying it like I'm.
And I'll tell you what else I'll do. I'll show them this black and white video of your narrow behind running through that area, and there's no walking, there's no stopping. It is y'all are running. You ain't walking, you ain't stopping. And I'll tell you something. Here's what you're not allowed to do, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, ladies. Because someone
in the ground, see the lady, they get
because someone else charged at someone else. And by the way, the man did get out of the hospital 2 days back. Okay? I have his papers showing he got out and what for. His chronic alcoholism, fall. You know what was on his wrist, ladies? Let me tell you what was on his wrist.
Hospital bed.
Oh, what? Better than that. Better than that. You know what it said?
What?
Fall risk.
Oh.
And what was he laying by? His walker. So, if you want me to paint that picture, then we will. But he has to understand that story right there.
That man did not have no walker. The man was laying.
Okay, squash the walkers. Squash the walker.
You saw that back here by the trash can is running through the parking lot.
Right there.
I can promise y'all to this god-awful day, it would take me about 15 minutes to load that thing up, and you would be embarrassed right now if I showed you him running through that back parking lot. Forget the fall risk. Forget the walker.
So what you want? Shut up.
I never said.
Or what? Because for number one, you getting smart.
Yeah,
Number two, she trying to help
you.
And you sinking yourself more and more.
Yes.
And lying for a motherfucker who don't care about you.
Sharon, have I been...
And don't even know you.
Have I, the whole time I've been talking to you, have I talked down to you?
No.
Have you understood everything I've asked of you?
Yes.
All the questions? Have I treated you with respect?
Yes.
Okay. Did I beg you and plead with you to tell the truth?
No.
I didn't ask you to tell the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked you to tell the truth about how many times?
Like 2.
Okay. And then at one point you had to knock on the door and say, I might want to tell you the other truth, right? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So I've done everything I can do, and I'm still finding issues, and it's not exactly clear, okay?
So y'all want to keep him?
Yeah, they're going to keep him.
I have to at this point. And it's not about whether I have to. I'll go pose it to the attorneys. I will. I'm going to be fair, and I will. But the most huge thing is, even if you go with what he says, and this guy got run up on by Daryl, I will prove that he wasn't running up too much on anybody. And if he did, that's Daryl's issue.
Not yours. You should have just mind your damn business and kept going.
And who admitted he had the gun at that point that he took from Daryl? That's him.
I never told you I took the gun from what I told you. He told me to hold it when we was walking towards me.
My bad, the words are a different choice. Young people and the semantics of words. He's right. He said he got the gun from Daryl because Daryl gave
And what
it
I
to him.
told you, when Daryl asked for it, he said, give my shit back. What I did, gave it back to him. Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
But see what
you shouldn't have been
stunt dummy. Stunt dummy, fall dummy. Now you can take the fall for his back.
Let me ask you this. I personally don't think it's fair. If you take everything else away, what color shirt, who had what first, whether or not they both shot, whether or not only one shot, no right.
Yeah, why you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So what did he put in his possession?
The firearms. Then that's another felony. You getting ready, your whole life is going. And then we got to do now.
Let me ask you something. Did that man pop off? I'm trying to think in my mind, is there any reason that he would have... I know you have a short temper. You said you have anger issues.
Yes, he do. And
okay. And I understand that.
He's really certified for it, yes.
I get it. So is there anything that man said that night that just flipped your switch? That he was... Because you never said he was talking to you. You said he was talking to Daryl. And Daryl told him, do you want to live your life or something of that nature? Did he say anything to you that was derogatory, meaning about your race, about your color, about your religion, about your hair, about anything? Okay?
Would he cuss y'all out? You can't talk. You better be saying something.
What the man said to y'all when y'all walked up to him?
He said told me he was sitting on the ground, and then this just all kind of happened. Did you, and I know this is going to sound like a silly question, but I'm just going to ask.
Mom, can you get out the room real quick? Because stuff I'm about to say, you're going to start crying. So can you just step out for like 2 minutes?
You want your grandma to stay? You want to tell me the truth? You want to sit by your grandma?
You can sit right there. Like we in the room. Tell me what.
Oh, I don't believe he just told on.
You said you don't believe he just told on you?
I heard the whole conversation. He just blamed everything on me. I'm not. I was just sitting here just like this. I heard everything he was talking about, bro. Heard both conversations with him and DJ. I'm not dumb. Like nobody can't hear you do this while he goes.
You 12, you're not from here.
He was just talking.
They don't know you. You don't know them.
I said I'm staying one more night and I'm gonna leave in the morning. I'm not. I just heard the whole conversation. Like if I want to talk about the whole conversation, you know him was just talking about. I'm not dumb.
That's why I tried to tell you in the beginning.
Look. I'm tired of saving this boy, bro.
Yeah. Tired of hearing this? Get right to it.
Do me a favor. I can't hear you. with this, okay?
Look,
Please.
Daryl. What was that boy name? There was some boy on Melvin. He bought the gun for $50, a revolver, a shell catcher. So he was like, we was in the Leeds. So we was walking. After we stayed at the pool hall, after everybody left, he was still up there. So
You and Daryl.
yeah, but before that day before that, he gave Wolverine some crack. But Wolverine owed him some money.
Okay.
So we walking through the cut. He was like, bro, I'm ready to go shoot Wolverine, bro. Like, bro, why you ready to kill this man for, bro? So he kicked in the box.
The shed that they were sleeping in?
Yeah, Wolverine wasn't in there. So,
I know.
That looked like Wolverine.
Yeah,
He was
with the black hair.
Because Wolverine owed him $20, so he was kill him.
For the crack.
Yeah, he been waiting for it.
And I think I know which man is that old man that Jordan killed.
So, at the girl said go around, he was like, he knew Wolverine. So I'm like, but dude. So he was like, he walked up to him, started messing with the man. He dumped his beer on him. But it wasn't no walker right there. He dumped his beer.
Okay.
He dumped this bag out. The knife was right there. I grabbed the knife and put it in my pocket. And they started talking to the man. I was on the pool sitting down with the little pool that go all the way across. So they're talking to him. The last word he said, he was like, "Boy, you love your life." And the man was like, "I'm living it." He was like, "Boy, you love your fucking life." Like, bro, start asking this man and stuff. He was like, "No, bro, I want my money from Wolverine." So he was like, "Matter of fact, somebody gonna pay for it. Since I can't get my $20, whoever he know will pay for it." Like, bro, chill out, bro. He was like, "Boy, you love your life." So, bro, the man said something to him, tipped him off. So he shot him like towards his head, like not on the side, like it's going towards, like right there through his temple. He was like, "Put your shirt over your head and leave and go through the cut."
Okay.
So he did it.
He was like, "Take
You
your shirt."
just will.
He said, "Take your shirt," and he wrapped it for me. So like, cause the way I did it wasn't right all the way. So I was like, man, wrap it. He tied it and did his, and I ran first through the cut.
When did you put your hands on the gun?
I didn't touch that gun at all.
Well, why you say you did? You said he gave you the gun. Told you to get the gun.
Why did you make your mom leave to tell that? I don't understand. What did you need to say that your mom couldn't have heard right there? That's the other part was worse than that. I think what you're trying to do is play me and your grandma.
You can't blame me because I ain't going to say no hold hands with you.
You sure ain't, I gotta tell you.
I sure best believe I'm not.
Sure ain't. Remember those, I keep going back to some of them videos and what you told people? Listen. All these little stories, they keep coming around. You are not giving me credit for knowing what happened.
That's the real story right there. You could ask anybody. Like he said, they didn't know the story. Well, she probably not going to tell on them.
Well, Deja did tell us the story.
Since that's his sister.
And so did Zaria. And Zaria...
Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to say. Bring her in and ask her, since they did not want to tell, I know somebody that's going to tell the story. Bring her in.
See, the thing is, the people that were actually there is you and him. There's no other people there other than what happened after the fact.
Yeah, but that night, she stayed in the house with all of us that night.
Who did?
Zaria, Deja. Who else was there? Me, Zaria, Deja, Nisi, Daryl.
Should have picked all of them.
All of them was in there. He was like,
"Hey, your grandson shouldn't have been over there."
Exactly.
He told her. She was listening too. She stopped texting, set the phone down just like this, and I grabbed it, and she started listening. So she knew what happened. Everybody in the house knew what happened.
See, unfortunately, now they're all looking at you.
They put it all on you.
And here's the thing. In the beginning, he told a crazy story. Then he told a story. Then he told another story about how he was walking. This is story number 4.
Well, I'm going to say it like this. You ain't going nowhere. So you might as well tell them the truth.
But that's the story.
And they won't.
That's the real story.
They giving you time, buddy. You accomplice.
You've told so many stories.
They'll know which one to believe. Should have told the truth.
So you know what? Sometimes you got to go with what you know for here on these little videos and what people can back up. And right now, unfortunately for you, no one's backing you up. You know what I mean? Now I'm not real sure why he asked you to leave. He didn't even tell you. He didn't even say anything ugly. I thought he was about to be ugly, but it wasn't ugly. You all right?
You throwing up again?
She's cold. That dog.
My nerves is.
Yeah, she's scared.
And my blood pressure up. I'm trying to stay calm. I don't want to go to the hospital. No, I don't.
Do you think you need to go to the hospital? I'll stop talking to him. If you.
It's alright. I want to know what's going on. Oh.
What's going on is he's now.
Like the leaf.
Yeah. See what you're doing? You're making your family crazy. You're upsetting them.
Now your dad got to come down here on the next thing smoking. I didn't even. So now what?
Let's go outside and we'll talk. And because I don't know if anything else is going to change. We'll go outside and talk, and then I'll talk with the state. And if you guys, I'm sure you'll want to stay around, I'll let you know what the state decides.
How long is I'm sitting in here, bro? I've been in here for like 5 hours.
You might be in here forever. Yes, you is. It's not just the last time.
Don't be a
Bro, I gotta piss, bro.
Alright. Listen, I don't know how you talk to them, but if you want to go to the bathroom, I'll be happy to take you, but you need to be a little bit more polite.
I'm ready to throw every chair in here, bro.
Are you going to do what? Go ahead and say that in front of your mama, because whenever the consequence comes, I want her to know that ain't nobody did nothing to you that you didn't ask for.
So she gonna let you go to the bathroom.
But you gotta act like a young man. Okay? I'll definitely get you to the bathroom.
Can I let him talk to his dad?
First CrimeCircus, bro. I know I said this on my first one. As soon as they came to my house, bro.
You heard me?
I'm sorry.
Can I let him talk to his dad? Cause his dad been trying to get me to let him talk.
Let me come outside. Let me make sure the supervisors are okay with that. Because at this point, I gotta do something with him. He's right. I needed to get him to the bathroom and be able to figure out what's going on. Sharon, come on and get up, baby. We're gonna walk you across the street, little man. Cold? Cold? Okay. Just go ahead and set it on that little chair so we don't forget it. Again, yeah, sip your pants up. Don't want anything falling out.
Dude, how'd you get a tattoo at 12? I paid for my tattoos.
What'd your mom say?
Oh, I didn't see my tattoos yet.
She didn't see him yet? I think she saw him today, man. Alright, you ready? Let's walk on over.
Major development in the case of one of Jacksonville's youngest, 15-year-old Sharon Townsend's been sentenced to 30 years in prison. Townsend was just 12 years old when he shot and killed Thomas Trent in 2014.